Hey guys, AirT's here, Air for short. I'm going to summon the Wind Kobold Bomber. Now, he was a Hall of Heroes a long time ago, and I just have kept him basically in pieces for many, many months, and I've decided to finally summon him just to make a runing video for you guys. That's not that this monster is not great, I just haven't had a use for him yet in my teams. And as we all know, we can only work on so many monsters at a time. So I'm finally going to summon him and perhaps rune him and use him, or maybe he'll just go into storage for a little longer. Either way, I'm going to discuss some runes, and keep in mind that these are just suggestions and you don't need to follow them if you don't want to, but also feel free to leave any suggestions of your own in the comment section below if I don't suggest something that you think might work. So let's summon him. 5, 6, 7, 8, summon. Okay, there he is. Cool little guy, little mohawk. And he is an attack monster, as you can see. So his first skill, Firecracker, attacks the enemy with a bomb. The damage increases by 15% for each harmful effect on the enemy. So that's pretty good. Stacking debuffs gives him 15% more damage for each debuff. So that's pretty awesome. That's for a first skill. And I believe it hits 3 times. I'm not really sure. You tend to use bombers for Necro. Time Bomb installs a bomb that goes off after 2 turns on all enemies and increases the attack gauge by 50%. So he gets an attack gauge increase by 50%, so that's halfway to his next turn, and installs bombs. Now it doesn't get a accuracy bonus like some bomb skills with monsters, but that's okay. You can compensate by giving him accuracy. Or you can use his leadership skill. Increases the accuracy of all ally wind monsters by 50%. So that's pretty good. 50% is usually all you really need. Most people don't get a lot of resistance going on. And then let's take a look at him when he is awakened. There he is. He gets a third skill, Electric Bomb. Blows up an electric bomb to attack all enemies and increases the skill cooltime of the enemies for 1 turn, with a 75% chance. The skill has no effect on passive skills. So, increases the cooltime for enemies for 1 turn. So that's not bad. So it basically makes every enemy's second and third skill useless for at least 1 more turn. Which can cripple enemies at the beginning of a battle. So, he's a little bit tricky because you want to use him in 2 different ways. Anytime you see a bomb, you need a crazy amount of attack power. Now that doesn't mean crit damage because bombs can't crit. However, you want a lot of attack power, so usually fatal runes are good with bombing monsters. However, you need a lot of accuracy with this monster for those bombs to actually land. And then, in this skill, you need a lot of accuracy for the cool times to land. And 75% is pretty high, and then you might be able to raise that to 100% as a proccing rate if you max out his skills. It doesn't really say because he hasn't been awakened, and I'm not going to use these essences just yet. But yeah, so that's a really, really important skill. However, that's the kind of skill you want to get off first. So you need speed. So this monster actually requires a lot of attack power, a lot of accuracy, and a lot of speed, which can make it quite difficult to rune, because sometimes when you need too many skills for a monster to be great, it's really hard to get those runes. However, if you can, he could be pretty frickin' awesome. So rune-wise, I would do Fatal Focus, for sure, attack power with the Fatal Runes, and then accuracy with the Focus. And then, now, I hate to do this because he has bombs, but I would do Speed on slot 2 if you want to use him in Arena, or Guild Battles for that matter. What is his... This is for all wind monsters, so it doesn't matter where he is. Yeah, Speed on slot 2 if you want to get that third skill off first and cripple a team for your monsters to go in there. If you don't really want to use them in Arena and whatnot, then I would put attack percentage on 2. attack percentage on 4, and attack percentage on 6 with accuracy substats. Now, if you want to use them in Arena, you need lots of speed. If you've got great speed substats, it might be enough for this monster. You could go Fatal Focus with attack percentage on 2, 4, and 6, and then speed substats with attack percentage substats and accuracy substats. That would be the most solid build I can think of with this monster. Otherwise, you can go Swift Runes with him, Swift Focus. If you do that, attack percentage on 2, 4, and 6, accuracy substats and speed substats, and attack percentage substats. That's to make him faster. Yeah, it all depends on how you want to use them. If it's really important that you get this first skill off at the beginning of a battle, just give him as much speed as you can, but you're going to sacrifice attack power. If you really want those bombs to do a crazy amount of damage, then you need a lot of attack power and accuracy. So, yeah, you got Fatal Focus, Swift Focus, trying to think of what else you could do. Despair might work, actually, because this attacks all enemies, so not only could you increase their skill cool time, but you could also potentially stun. So if they resist the cool time, then they'll stun and they won't even get a turn. So you could go Despair Runes with this monster. I don't think his other skills... Yeah, the Time Bomb's not going to work like that, and the first skill would potentially stun. So you could go Despair Focus again. Attack percentage on 2, 4, and 6. Or Speed on 2, attack percentage on 4 and 6. With accuracy substats, attack power substats, and speed substats. Yeah, so those are my suggestions with this monster. You've got Fatal Focus, Swift Focus, or Despair Focus. Can't think of anything else you can do with this monster. Pretty straightforward. Attack, speed, and accuracy. Yeah, so next time, or till next time, peace.